Hey everybody, GGinspire here to inspire another day. I was playing with my background and I had I'm wearing a black shirt. It was a black background. I was like, I think that's just too much. So I settled on this one. Hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I wanted to cover something kind of interesting with you. I've been thinking about it. I saw this video a few weeks ago, and it was about social media. I won't say which social media platform it was, but it was saying you guys can guess what I described. They were saying that the algorithm in China shows kids doing successful things, inventing things, achieving milestones, just overall winning, right? But what that social media platform shows us here in the US is very different. It's dances, it's silly stuff, it's jokes, it's all sorts of stuff like that. It's interesting, though. It's no wonder that the kids here are thinking about you know dances and fun and all those types of things, not excelling in school, not reaching new levels and having lots of success. It's a really different mindset. So just remember, now I'm not going to go into why that is, but then I saw another video yesterday, and it was about kids in Japan. And it said, and I'm going to just look at my notes, right? It said that they were talking about how somebody had gone into a classroom years ago, and they had observed, I think it was fourth grade, they'd observed these fourth graders and they were working on a problem, and the whole class was working on it. And one child in particular was struggling with it, having a really hard time. And the teacher said, okay, why don't you go to the front? Now, most of us would be totally panicked at the idea of going up in front of the class and not having something down, and we're going to get made fun of, and all of that stuff, right? Usually you send the person who has the best handwriting, the best solution, to the front of the board, but they sent the person who was struggling. So they went up to the front of the board and they worked it out, and they worked it out. This is what happened. They worked it out, and they had support from their peers. The classroom was cheering for them when they finally got the answer. So how cool is that? That's a collaborative effort, teaching our kids that struggle is something that you have to work through. It's part of the process. You got to get better. You got to start at a bad spot and get better in order to be able to improve. So struggle is a part of the process, but also success comes after struggle. There is no success without struggle. I'm trying to teach my kids that now. They want to stay on social media and look at the dances and the songs and whatever, but I'm teaching them that hard work is a good thing. Struggling through something is a good thing. So if you're struggling right now and you have stress about different things, know that on the other side of the struggle, after you push through it, after you work through it, not retreating and going the other way, when you're pushing through that struggle, you're going to get to a new place. You're going to find victory. You're going to find a new level. You're going to find something great at the end of that struggle, and you're going to have a new identity, because now you have the identity of the person who pushes through hard things, who does hard things, pushes through resistance, and makes sure to make it happen no matter what it might be. We're all dealing with different struggles of different types. So I want you guys to understand this. This is just my quick message, but it's something that I think can make an impact on people. Personal disciplines. That's number one. Changing our habits, doing things that we know that we're supposed to be doing, and maybe not doing some of the things that we know we're not supposed to be doing. I'm not perfect. I have a lot of those things that I'm not supposed to be doing. But the more that I can create better habits and start shutting off some of those older ones, the faster that we'll all have success. Okay. Personal excellence. This is how we improve, because we don't have any control over what happens to us, right? I mean, the last couple of years, I think we're real clear that we don't control what happens to us, but we can control how we deal with it. We can control the actions that we take and what we feed our bodies, what we feed our minds, how we take things in order to be able to improve what we put out in the world. If you really want something, I would tell you to put it down on paper. You really, really want it. It's something that you dream about. Put it down on paper. Write it out. Get real clear on it. But also write down what holds you back. What holds you back from getting that thing, whatever that might be, a person, a career, level of income, whatever it might be. What is holding you back from getting it? What you undoubtedly find when you start to write those things down that are holding you back, you start to realize that all of them are things that can be overcome. What is that? What's her name? Marie Forleo. says everything is figure outable. You can figure it out. We can all figure it out. But we have to actually take those intentional steps to make those things clear in our mind so that we know what we actually want, what's holding us back, so we can attack it. Otherwise, we don't have any options. And those are the lessons I really believe that I want to teach my kids. And I think that we should be teaching the youth of America and all over the world, because frankly, we need to start taking control of our own futures. We need to start taking control of our mindset so that we can have a better life. So be inspired for just that. Be inspired for a great life, everybody. Take care.